irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plots. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell in the clock. Oh, you irresponsible without your money, I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plots. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come let me out of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. In my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a parent a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess. You ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up down the air in the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince, and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft, so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man. I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a mail. You ain't even eating while I'm not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plots. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm dropping the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't wanna bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and my self-talk too. I blow away the competition like a ball of hot soup. And there's no catch. I go and get the bag and I'm not bringing it back. I'm like a down QB, I put the pain in the past. And if you ever had a problem, promise I didn't ask. So it's 444 in the car, my dash. I shake a big toward them all, you ain't first, you last. Little boy, that's facts. I'ma throw that cash to my money. You know what? Please stop.
It's been a wet and dreary day by the shores of Lake Erie, but we have football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First time with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Johnson, the ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
First down, Texans.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Tackle by Jordan Elliott. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Third down.
third down. Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And that went off the mark a little late with a throw.
It's now fourth down.
On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. JoJo Natson back deep. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He finds Beckham complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
43-yard line.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Ball carrier.
Now that's a mound of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Box it. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. 51 for Mike, boy. 51.
On 3rd down, here's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
15-yard line.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
So they'll come away with nothing here. A disappointing result even on a day like this.
And as a kicker in the rain, you've got to slow things down a little bit. Give your holder an extra half second to make sure everything's secure. And here, he might have rushed this one a little, and it winds up no good.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Sheldon Richardson there to make the play.
The ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
On second down, it's Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and they're going to have a third down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And it looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. Operating from the gun, Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Will Fuller. Incomplete.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Formation for the Texans.
Here's Natson. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
No score.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run. But I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run. One that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. On play action, now Rodgers. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's another Browns first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So a first and 10 now in Houston territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll run with Hunt. The tackle made by Eric Murray.
He was tackled at the...
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
Rodgers to throw on third down. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 13-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11.
Hey, 4-1 Mike, 4-1 Mike. Let's go. Check three.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
And 6.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. First and goal at the 1. Takes this one in for a Brown score. Donovan Peoples-Jones with his first career NFL touchdown as his guys are first out of the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
That's the score. Browns 7, Texans nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question is, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
A gain of 14.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Myles Garrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, Watson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
I have to believe that if you're the team trying to block a field goal, you don't mind this weather. All right, the rain probably is going to help you because so many things can go wrong for the guys trying to kick the ball. It's as simple as maybe you just lose your footing. You kind of spin out like a tire in the snow, not getting traction, and you create a space and someone comes through.
And I think for everybody, snapper, holder, kicker, everything slows down maybe a fraction of a second. And a fraction of a second and a field goal try, that can be all the difference.
I love how you described that. Everything slows down, but it's a deliberate slowdown, isn't it? Because everyone's trying to be more careful and more deliberate to make sure it's executed.
A gain of 6 there on first.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Check, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Rodgers now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Rodgers will try again on second down. His throw caught at about the 5. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play. And again, it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to Chubb. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Seibert able to knock this one through. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Kaimi's Bearbairn to kick off for Houston.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Chubb. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe it'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
He was taken down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch 13. 13 is crossing. Check 13.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A give. This is Chubb. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Check 41. I got you, Pop. 41 Mike.
On 2nd down now. It's Hunt, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go.
Down and 4.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A carry here for Hunt. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action, Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Chubb, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Makes the score Browns 17, Texans nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it with Johnson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Watson's pass.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Complete.
They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And this one complete to Will Fuller. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. And he finds Stills, complete. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
At the 25-yard line.
2nd and 2. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the 4th quarter, and they will both when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, tight down. There you go.
Quickly completed to the right flat. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
The Browns on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Reed. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And now this fourth quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a one-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
The ball carrier.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there. Gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. They'll go screen here to Hunt. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And some room to roam now. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Browns add on to their lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And that's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Watson. He's going to let it fly. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl quarterback Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he gets it up to the 10-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Down and 2.
Now Rodgers. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Donovan Peoples-Jones, 88 yards. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. You can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.